I am the great mighty Pooh, and I'm going to throw my shit at you.
Yes.
I didn't think I'd be talking about this, but here we are. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Daka Joe, and today we are going to be talking about Gold-Tinged Excrement. A heavily and stinky overlooked item, but like everything else in FromSoft games, the lore is deep and expansive. How far does this poop well go? Let's find out together, shall we? First off, the item description. It doesn't really give us much to go off of. It's poop. However, the last two lines are a bit interesting to say the least. Gold-Tinged Excrement is a highly stable substance. It doesn't dry out, nor does it lose its customary warmth or scent. For better or for worse, it remains as it is. We also know that we can run through the forest to pick up this item, as well as certain enemies have a chance to drop this item. This is important later on, and we will come back to this. Upon further examination, we know that the Gold-Tinged Excrement is an essential piece to create the fetid pots. Past being a cracked pot item, it really has no use or no real value to the lore. Or does it? Now, our biggest question so far is why and how it can keep its shape despite the passage of time. As evident by just the atmosphere and setting of Elden Ring, we know everything crumbles. It's a big theme in these games. Yet this poop stands through the endless cycles of passing ages. Why? So here's what I've been thinking about. Gold-Tinged Excrement can keep its shape because the runes or the essence of those runes that were consumed when its owners were eaten are still within the poop, essentially preserving its rotten aroma, power, and poopiness. The power of the runes could not have been digested properly, as without being tarnished, they could not really be used efficiently to gain full strength. As such, since every creature in Elden Ring provides runes on its death, it only makes sense that the lingering of those powers stick with the last vessel they were in. This vessel being the poop. If we actually look at what enemies drop this item, them being Wormface, Rune Bears, and finally Boars, you'll see the corpses are usually nearby. Excluding Boars, we can assume that the Rune Bears and Wormface victims were either tarnished or any other human denizen of the lands between. When it comes to Boars, Boars are omnivores, so perhaps they caught a goat or something, I don't know. Actually, if you look at domesticated pigs becoming feral, they go through like this weird, like, evolutionary change. It's fucking terrifying. Seriously, just look up Hogzilla, it's insane. I tried following this thread to see if consuming something that has runes would make these creatures more powerful, but unfortunately, I couldn't find anything past what we can infer based on the environment. Worm-faced enemies are especially lacking in that regard, or the fault could be with me as I could not find anything in-game or online to find to support this. Coming to the end of the video, we are going to talk about the man, the myth, the legend, the dung eater. Sadly, he does not eat dung, and as he is tarnished, he would already be utilizing the full power of the runes. Though, based on even his location in the Round Table Hold, we can assume he probably does eat people. He's a weird jackass. Dung Eater does have some pretty interesting lore, and even his questline leads to an ending of the game, so I'd like to cover him in his own separate video. Alas, that's all I got for this video. If you liked the video, be sure to stay tuned as I really enjoyed making these dumb lore videos. If you have any more insight into shit, leave a comment, best theories or jokes get pinned. This deep dive really didn't turn out to be that deep, but maybe you learned something about fecal matter or something else more sinister. Boars are fucking terrifying.